So are 12-hour shifts worth it? I'm going to be talking about my experience at Amazon. So I was working about 4 to 5 days a week, and every one of those days I was working 12 hours. So therefore every week I was working about 60 hours. Now, mind you, I was only getting about like a day and a half off, and it just was not a good experience. Now, again, this is just my personal experience working at Amazon. Now, you may be working a job that requires 60 hours, and maybe your job is a lot better, but this is just my personal experience and what I think about 12-hour shifts. So personally, I really do not like 12-hour shifts. And the first big reason for that is because the amount of time that it eats out of your life and the amount of time that it eats out of your day. You see, it requires me a lot of time to create these YouTube videos, edit these videos, make the thumbnails, because the thing is, I do all of that myself and it does take a lot of time to do. So if I'm working 12 hours, that's basically taking so much of my time where I could be using that 12 hours to, actually build something that I'm actually proud of or something that I actually want to do. Because otherwise that 12 hours is just going into something that I'm not even like passionate about, and it's really just wasting my time. Now, I've talked about this multiple times on this channel. The thing is once you lose time, you can never get it back. It doesn't matter how rich you are. It doesn't matter how famous you are, whatever the hell it may be. Once you lose time, it is gone. You can never buy it. It's never coming back. And that's why you got to make the most out of it. And that's why I try to value my time the best I can. You may have heard some celebrities or some famous people saying like, don't waste my time. And a lot of people think that they're just being rude, but honestly, I understand why they're saying it. You see, the thing is that celebrity or that famous person understands how valuable time is, and they don't want to waste their time because that famous person or celebrity, they know their time is valuable, but not a lot of people understand that. But again, that's like the first big reason why I have such problems with 12-hour shifts, because it's just like so much time that's being wasted. Not to mention, I had to do that 5 days out of the week, meaning that was 60 hours in total throughout 1 week that was being wasted at that job. I'm going to throw up my schedule here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this is just my old Amazon schedule. I'm just showing you this so you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about. Now, here's the second big reason why I don't like 12-hour shifts. Now, personally, when I was working at Amazon, I remember they would overwork us. So that means that pretty much for the entire 12 hours, like, yes, there were like some breaks, like, of course, but pretty much throughout that entire 12 hours, they were just working us. Now, of course, I understand that it is a job, and obviously if you're going to a job, you're going to work. I completely understand that. I'm not, I wasn't the type to sit there and half-ass a job or anything like that. I did genuinely do my job correctly. I just want to mention that because I do understand that, if you are going to a job or like any type of 9-to-5 job, you are going there to work. You're not going there just to put a half-ass job in. Like, I completely understand that. I do think doing that for 5 days straight, especially for 12 hours, is a bit exhausting. And that's like another, I guess, reason why I ended up quitting that place. Not to mention how little time I would get like after the, shift ended. Like, I literally only have about like 6 hours out of my day just to do whatever I wanted before I had to like go to sleep and then basically just repeat that again. That's like another big reason why I don't like 12-hour shifts, because they're just exhausting. And I mean, you have to do it so many days in a row. Now, personally, when I was working at Amazon, I was making about $21.50 an hour. Now, I know if you guys do the math and you do 60 times $21.50, it is about like a little over $1,000 a week, which, yes, it is a lot of money, especially at my age. So currently I am only 19 years old. And obviously at my age, like, that is a lot of money because most people are not making that type of money at my age. But really, I didn't think it was worth it because honestly, there were things that I wanted to work on outside of that job. And on top of it, since I was always coming home exhausted, it would always make me feel like not doing it. Of course, I would push through those things regardless of how I felt. Like, I would, of course, do whatever it was that I had to do when I got off that, shift. Part of me didn't want to come home and make videos. Part of me didn't want to come home and do this and that. Part of me just wanted to come home and relax. I'm being real with you. And I mean, that's a completely valid point. I mean, if you're working 12.5 hours, and especially if you're doing it, 5 times in a row throughout a week, you're going to just want to come home and relax. And it's a very valid point. But again, obviously that was creating a problem because I wasn't able to like progress on what I actually wanted to do in life. Now, I'm going to mention currently at the time of this recording, I don't have a 9-to-5 job. I'm not working currently right now. But still, like, I've come home from like 12-hour shifts and I just wouldn't feel like doing anything when I got home. And honestly, that was like a really big problem because, I needed to come home and work on what I actually wanted to do rather than just come home and do absolutely nothing. Because obviously, if I didn't work on what I wanted to do, I wouldn't make any progression, right? Because if I'm not doing anything, I'm just sitting in one place, I'm never going to go anywhere else. It's just how it is. If you don't put in the work, nothing's going to happen. So again, that's like another big reason why I just don't like 12-hour shifts. Now, preferably, I like 8-hour shifts a lot more than 12-hour shifts. Now, the reason for this is because 1, it's not consuming as much of my time, and 2, when I get off of that shift, I don't feel completely completely exhausted and I can genuinely come home, have enough time to make a YouTube video or work on whatever it is that I need to get done in order for what I really want to do to actually happen. Obviously, it does take time to make these videos and, make the thumbnails and all that. And also, since it's only 8 hours, that also means I'm going to be getting like 8 to 10 hours of free time, which is more than enough time to, make a video, edit the video, do the thumbnail. And then on top of it, even when the video is done and all that stuff, I'd still have a little bit of time just to unwind before I had to go to sleep. So those are the main reasons why I prefer 8-hour shifts over 12-hour shifts. I personally just really do not like 12-hour shifts, obviously due to the reasons that I mentioned previously in this video. Now, I know there's going to be some people in the comments saying like, oh, Pat, you don't even work hard enough, you lazy motherfucker. Dude, I literally make a video every single day, and on top of it, sometime in the future, I'm also going to be working a 9-to-5 job on top of that. Mind you, I edit everything myself. I have to do all the thumbnails myself, and like I just mentioned, I post daily. So, I'm not lazy. It's just that I really do value my time, and honestly, I really am just trying to get this YouTube channel and this like YouTube stuff to work out for me. But again, I just wanted to talk about this really quickly on here. So I really do not like 12-hour shifts. I prefer 8-hour shifts due to the reasons that I mentioned in this video. So if you do want to support me, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. So about 90% of you guys who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you guys could subscribe, it would really help me out. It's free and it doesn't hurt anybody. Also, I am going to be building a $99 a month Skool community where I plan on financially educating people and also just connecting with this YouTube community. You see, I believe the school system failed to teach us basic financial literacy, and honestly, it's a problem that I want to solve. So if you do want to check out my Skool community, it will be linked down in the description below if you do want to check that out. Now, if you guys do want to check me out on social media, my handles will be right up here. So if you guys do want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, my handles will be linked down below. So if you do want to follow my Instagram or TikTok, that will be linked down in the description. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I just wanted to talk about this really quickly. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.